Hello.
Okay, that was weird. For some reason it wasn't like doing anything. You can hear me,
Uh,
right?
yep, I can hear you now.
It's time. We better do this
Yay.
quick before servers go down tonight. It's a good time
Uh,
to pick it up. My god, this is laggy as shit. What is this?
servers are going down tonight?
A new patch, bruh.
Tonight?
It should be tonight. Oh, sorry, it's the 18th. It's not tonight. Fuck.
Yeah.
Alright,
Yeah, the 18th.
1934. I'm gonna watch exactly why he lost this game.
Yep.
Activate replay. Alright, share screen activated. More
Yep.
info, run anyway. We begin.
Alright, give me 1 second because I want to see if I can get it so I can set your screen share on my stream so I can actually stream this. Let's see.
It's loading for me, so don't worry about it.
Window capture, I think.
He's playing Ash, he should
Admin.
be in mid. I don't know none of these play I know none of these players. So
Yeah.
it's a low elo game. Like what I mean is that like these players
Yeah.
are unknown players to me.
Right.
So it looks like he just started the game. Yeah,
Yeah, I
see
don't
there's
think
like
it'll work.
diamond ones and like some challengers, but like I've never recognized these names, but it's whatever. Okay, we begin. Gonna rearrange the scoreboard. Uh
Alright.
this is about right. So the matchup for Irelia is like very pressurizing. Keep your distance because of her dash gap distance, and then just poke whenever you have the chance. Back up, dodge the trap.
I actually have so much issue with Irelia. I cannot seem to win against her.
Don't know if he's gonna win against her. We'll find out here. So he's just
Yep.
keeping his distance. He has like, look at his HP, 0 damage taken. I like it.
Mhm.
So throws a Q out when she tries to go for CS. I like it. This is how you play. I'm pretty sure you've replicated this. This isn't any different from what you've been doing. See, everything's the same. You
Mhm.
know, hit this one. Just keep distance because if he walks forward to try to hit that CS, he could jump potentially. So he was afraid of a level 2 power spike. Always being ready of like the next, you know, move.
Mhm.
Okay, so it seems like it's safe because he's like behind his caster minions. It looks like it's good. Hit this minion, Q this minion because he chose to Q it instead of autoing it because queuing it was better because if he walks any further, the Irelia would dash forward. So he chooses when to. So what he's doing is, I guess he's choosing to Q rather than choosing to auto it. And then he takes a trade. He's taking another trade, and then electrocute. Oh come on, dude. So he has spell vamp off passive to sustain. Health wise, he has corrupting and demat. So he started corrupting because he knows that it's a melee matchup and he needs to replenish resources. So because if Irelia all ends, take
Mhm.
notes for this one, I guess. He knows. I'm assuming this is why he's doing it. He knows it because he needs to win the sustain war, and Doran's ring isn't good enough. Like Doran's ring gives you a great amount of mana and health, but against this matchup in particular, you always need to be ready to like do things. Also notice he hasn't used his DMAT like at all, like once.
Mhm.
It's not on cooldown. It should be up. So I'm gonna see when he uses his DMAT.
Yeah,
He's
because usually what I do when I have DMAT is I just use it on the siege, then the caster, and then use the rest of them on melee.
he's just doing it whenever. So you notice
Mhm.
he's just last hitting with this. Okay, so I see why he's using the corrupting pot. He's not afraid to take heavy trades, but he's not even trying to take the trades on purpose. He's just if a trade happens, he takes it. Otherwise, he's using his Q to CS. He's not using his Q every single time it's up to CS. He just does it because if he uses his auto to CS, he's gonna get like right here. This is a pressure point, and you know range is in the tower, so he could see that. He's like, oh, if he goes for the CS, I could charm him. So he has to drop the CS. See. Like he's using the potions and the corrupting pot like as a form of trade because you know what happens when you have a corrupting pot ticking. Corrupting pot ticking means that like you win the trade in general because you deal extra burn damage.
Mhm.
So he's at full health. He uses 2 stacks. The opponent uses 2 stacks, matching his pots. Sustain war he's won. So he just has to freeze the lane here instead of pushing it so that he maintains control. Because if he pushes it, he'll leave himself vulnerable to Irelia dashes. He lets the wave shove into him. I don't know if you noticed that too. Okay, it's the
Mhm.
same 3-wave tactic. Let it shove
Yeah.
into him. Yep, there you go. Alright. And then because the wave will naturally push back, because it can't stay in that position forever, he shoves it out, like, you know, just last hitting, and only
Mhm.
last hitting. If he has to last hit with his Q, he has to last hit with his Q. He gets both. Sitting at 19. Not bad, could feel better, but it happens. He chooses the back here, probably to replenish sources. His gold is sitting at 600, probably just an amp tome or ring, or it's just a bait. Okay. Someone's pinging, I'm on my way. Hopping him out, that's his jungler. Sure, why not? So he demats. Let me back that up. I need to see what he demats. That's important detail. He has 6, keep in mind, 6 demats. Why did this go down? Okay, 6 demats. Yeah, see, demats a cannon. So that's 1. So the first cannon that appears, I guess. So at 4 minutes, cannon. Just get the CS, pay attention. Good attempt to get the gank off. Burn the flash, it's fine. Ping the flash. Let it go. He's out of mana, he can't continue the fight. 775 gold, backing with a ring boot or amp crystal. Ring boot. Okay, seal, bit interesting. Probably for mana. And increase. Okay, so mana increase. It's not for the snowball, it's just healing, and then amp tome. Okay.
And he also has the time warp tonic. So he gets it 25% longer and 5% move speed.
So then it's
second.
basically I need to sustain. He's saying I can't out sustain this person, she's too strong. Okay. I guess that will work for you too, but don't go too crazy into it. Like don't build into Medjay. It's not worth it. Just stick with it like is. I see why he's doing it also because he has low econ mode on, meaning like he can't do. He's doing it because like okay, I'm out of mana. I need some extra mana. Like it's better than just because you know how you can build the amp tome and all that into a Luden's Echo because that's what everybody rushes, right? So instead of doing the Luden's Echo first, immediately his thought is, oh, I'm just gonna do Sapphire. Like it's the same goal. You buy a Sapphire Crystal for a fuck ton of mana, or you buy that. You know what I mean? So you don't buy a Sapphire Crystal, buy that. But don't like buy like 10 of them. Like you know, like just it was just that like
don't
it
be
makes
singed.
sense. Yeah. Okay, so he's only using it on cannon minions. That's 2 on the cannon minions.
Right.
Wait, there's 3 left. Or there's 2 left. There's some. I must have missed them all. Let's go back.
Yeah.
He's at
he
4.
used one of them on the caster, I think?
Yes. No. We need to watch how he does it. Yes. Let's go back again. Yeah, here he is with 5 stacks. I haven't been paying attention to that.
I'm really curious of how he uses it.
Okay, so 1 on caster, so that's one siege, 1 caster. It's going on cooldown. 1 siege, 1 caster. Look at the timer by 5 minutes. 1 siege, 1 caster. He's just freezing it. Remember, this is optimal because 1 siege, 1 caster, 1 melee. Okay. By 5 minutes, 1 siege, 1 caster, 1 melee. Okay.
Because what I find interesting is he's been doing like the same kind of strategy every game on Ahri, which I find really interesting.
Have you been paying attention?
Yeah.
Okay. I think you should replicate it. Okay, 2 siege, 1 caster, 1 melee. So I guess it could be like 2 of each.
Yeah.
Oh. Oh. Okay.
First blood.
Alright, so he chose to roam. Very, very dirty roam right here. And very, very counter, like, this is, like, it was a proper response. Oh, dear lord. He's gonna have to ult. Or flash.
Yep.
Very good ulti. Oh my god, bro. Oh, well played. Very greedy by the Irelia. Well played. Good flash, good, like, just good usage of everything. That's Ahri mechanics right there. This is a patient move. He can't cast spells willy-nilly because anytime, like, he's 4, but he's 6, but they'll die in 1 hit. Okay, he missed that, so he's gonna, alright, well. Okay.
Balance champion.
That's fine. He was ready with the response, like, he knew that guy was coming, right? Like, I'm sure, like, he would be ready for that too. That's fine, good job. Right here, I think he should just kill this ward and take the W and then back. This is a very aggressive way. Wait, hang on. Well, hold up. Well, okay, so I mean, Gragas isn't a threat because you have your Q. So then he just goes back and clears the wave. Okay, sure. I would have taken the W, but then okay, so I guess he must have realized the wave is too big. Poke him. Okay, that's fine. Stop his back. That's good. I'm sure you would have done the same. He has 3 stacks of Dark Seal. You can't afford to lose them because it would kill off. It would kill him. You
I
know?
would have done something just slightly different in that situation. I would have led with an auto attack and just see if he dashed or not.
Yeah. Anyway, I get what you're saying. I think he just used it
Yeah.
on a caster minion. So he's used it on one cat, and he's used the majority of it on the the cannons, not
Mhm.
not the fucking
Melees.
Yeah, no, yeah, the melees are the other minions. And he has his last one right here. So he took the W, and then by 7 minutes he has completed it. So basically, every cannon minion, 3 cannon minions, 1 melee, 1 caster, and 1 more.
Okay.
So get him back to lane. So he builds Lost Chapter first. Natural response, completely fine. Builds boots whenever, naturally fine. And a control ward, of course, of course.
Mhm.
Nothing wrong with this. Nothing wrong with this. Everything's standard.
Full build at 8 minutes, GG.
Okay, decides to dash in to get closer. Okay, cool. Executes, good. Takes the kill. Goes away. Then just continues to maintain his wave advantage. Cool. Still has one. Waiting for it. Ward over here, yep. Control ward over here simply because he's probably just afraid of getting ganked. He just killed Graves, but anybody else could just come in. Standard control ward. He just doesn't have a regular ward, so he just uses a control ward, same thing. Okay, so it's gonna be, try this out. It's 1 melee, 2 casters, and the rest are on cannon minions.
Gotcha.
When you're pushing, maybe, okay, you notice that every single time he uses the DMAT, his opponent isn't in the lane.
Right.
So then he's just using it as a way to push the lane faster, because it's one less minion for him to kill. But keep in mind what you kill. Remember, four cannons, 1 melee, 1 cast, two casters, right? No, that doesn't sound right.
No.
1 melee,
Because
2
there's only 6.
casters, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
One
that's
melee,
free.
1 melee, 2 casters, 3 siege minions. There you go. And then it just makes his life easy. Look at that. With the items that he has in his inventory, it makes it so much easier for him to use 1 Q and then a bunch of autos, and then the entire wave dies. Then he decides to roam down bottom because, you know, he pushed the wave already and it's at the middle point. He'll lose 1 wave, but if he gets something off of this, it's fine. Since the control ward is already down there, this is the easiest roam he's ever made. This should work out very well. Yes, quite great. Yep, completely fine. Excellent. Look at that double kill.
Nice.
Decides to use the rest of his ult stacks to push the wave. Ashe is gonna get that CS, and she's just gonna walk all the way back. Jungler decides, hey, it's time to gank mid since we're on our way. We could 2v1 her, right? No, we can't. It's a little strong. So with the 4-0-1, he's down 25 CS, but he has pressure on the map as a champion. Mathematically, he should be a little bit farther ahead. Yep. Almost kills the caster minions. Careful on this. Yep. He's at 9 stacks also, don't forget. Good charm, but bone plating negates all damage, therefore it's worthless. Also miss cannon. Prioritize the CS, not the trade. Notice that like the trades in the end don't prove to do anything, right? It's not that you shouldn't take the trades, it's just that like when you do take the trades, it's not gonna do much. So instead focus on the CSing, and if the trade's free, just take the trade. I mean, right there the trade and the CS were both free, just chose to take the wrong thing. Gets the charm off, that's fine. Gets the ulti off, that's fine. This is a kill. You know, a little aggressive on the Irelia's part. Underestimating the Lulu. It's fine. Good work. I think he should ward the left side whenever he has the chance. His ward is about to be up. Yeah. So you just play it safe. Really? Why did they just eat the charms? It's kind of weird.
Lucky charms, man. They're delicious.
God damn it. Ooh. Okay. Then he has another charm coming up, so he can attempt to kill the Rumble right here if he kills this wave first. Or he can just sustain. That's fine too. Rumble is quite strong. 115 CS down to 59. It's a skill-based matchup. Favors the player. you notice that like each and every single time he shoves the wave or he keeps it in the middle, he just decides to roam? If Irelia missing, it what goes missing, he can shove the wave then just roam immediately. Sometimes he just doesn't. Sometimes he never roams when his mid laner is like present on the map. Every time something happens, in the mid lane, he just answers. You understand? Like
Yeah.
his roaming decision is like this. Okay, well he ain't here, so I can leave too, right? But his decision isn't like, okay, you're here, so I'm gonna leave. It's more like, you're not here, so I can leave. When the mid laner is present, it's like he's holding you hostage. Do you understand?
Yeah.
If Zed is in the lane and pushing constantly, but then he disappears off the map and you haven't pushed back, you can't leave because the next wave will come crashing. But if he decides to leave and the wave is still there or coming, you can leave before the wave arrives, or you can just, kill the wave then leave.
Mhm.
But if he comes back really quickly, it's okay, you already left. Like, just make your move really fast. Look, Irelia decides to leave because he shoved the wave, but then, Shifter has his back because he has Ludens and he has enough to clear it, plus 10 stacks. The way he has to play this out is that he must execute the Draven first, but executing Draven isn't the priority of the game. I think the win conditions are kill everyone except for top lane, unless the top lane gets really bad, or that. It just depends, because like right now he has an amazing advantage, but he also can't afford to drop the lane. Looks like that's first turn and stuff like that. Okay, keeping his distance, notice. Oh shit, next flash. Good, good. Ooh, yeah, dodging literally everything. Remember, the key to victory is that, like, what I said about that, it's called survival, right? So,
Yep.
you notice, like, he dodged literally everything. And if he died right there, like, as soon as you realize that you have a lead, what do? You don't, you know, you don't drop the lead.
Right.
So he's doing everything in his power. He's like, oh shit, well, the most natural response is for them to throw their skill shot. Like, Graves would automatically throw that skill shot straight, so he jumps to the right. It's the most obvious dodge, you know what I mean? Like, it's like, it's fair. It's not like crazy or anything. I'm just saying, wow, he was able to dodge everything. He dodged it correctly. Like, he could have dodged it incorrectly and dodged left, and then, like, the barrel would have exploded and killed him or something. Played it correctly. So just try to replicate what he does. Like, he hasn't done anything amazing in particular. Everything is completely like normal here. It's just like a little. It's just very decision. It's just correct decisions. Look at this. Oh, free kill. Landed the charm. Notice each of his charms he lands, and if he doesn't land a charm, he doesn't toss his other spells out.
Yeah.
No panicking on his abilities. No panicking on his dodges. His game volume is so high that he has relieved that. Remember what I told you, like everything that I told you on the basics, like he's got down. So now the next thing is just decisions and patience. Oh, damn. That's fine. Okay, I can play this out. Yep, dodge it, stay inside the circle, dodge it the correct way, good. Run away from the rumble ult, you're fine. See? Decides not to take the trade because, oh shit, Equalizer is gonna kill both of us. Once again, it's the right move. And this happened a lot in Korea too, so he knows. He's always just trying to keep a CS advantage. Okay, he missed that, should stop the trade. He can go aggressive, but it's not really worth it. Oh, his teammates are here. Good. Goes a little bit further. It's a little crazy. Good job. He dodged the second half of Graves' Q. I don't know if you saw that, but that was important because it didn't pop. It would have hurt him like really heavily. Okay, that was a little bit of a panic pressure button. He shouldn't have done that.
Yeah, that's something I would do.
Yeah, it's a lot. It's just I mean, he has blue buff. That's fine, but like still, it's like, if they hit you with like an E flash to the side or something, you die because you don't have any way of stopping his movements. Close charm, clear the wave. 2 seconds. Oh, Irelia predicted that he would attempt to clear the wave. You saw Irelia's stun prediction, right? Because like the wave needs to be cleared, so you have to walk up into a certain position in order to angle your Q properly to kill the wave. And she's like, okay, you gotta stand around here, right? So I'll just throw a stun here. Like, that kind of makes sense, right?
Right.
Like, why is that stun so important? Is because like, what if the rest of the team, like, you notice the Draven, the next thing the Draven does is, oh, she's standing still perfect like an ult. But like he like his Shifter saw that and he moved away from the ulti. So like
Mhm.
this game is like everything lines up because they all know what to expect from each other. Oh, Ahri's gonna clear this wave. I can stun him. Draven ulti. Yep, got it. Oh fuck, I missed my ulti. Yeah, I missed the stun too. They shift their nose, and you know, it's all subconscious because he sees both what they can see and what you can see. So this it's like to put this into practice, you just have to have experience in the game and to the next like highest possible level. And like
Mhm.
obviously I believe that you can achieve such high levels, but obviously there's more than just oh think about it. It's just it's practice. Like
Mhm.
you can't just suddenly magically get good.
Oh, yeah.
Ping is an issue, obviously. There's a lot of issues. I think he lives in Cali, so ping wouldn't be an issue for him. He's used to it. So many factors.
My ping nowadays is only 45,
Yeah.
so it's not terrible.
Great stun, kind of useless. Oh, never mind. He decides to all in. He did a
I
point
knew that
blank
was
one, but
coming.
that he knows that he can kill the guy. But that
Yeah.
doesn't guarantee that the siege happened. He should have auto attacked the tower once more. And he doesn't have flash, but he should have auto attacked the tower once more. Auto attacking the tower grants it, because now somebody might potentially flank. Oh, never mind. I really didn't decide to flank. Okay, then the next thing you guys should do is just rotate dragon, get some vision on the right side. Check the blue buff too. Probably down, but you should just check it. It's actually up. Okay, they're securing vision river. This is a really aggressive move to go for the Irelia. I think they should just secure dragon.
Yeah.
Then again, you cannot leave that bot lane unanswered, so he's gonna answer it. It's also another right thing to do. He should also answer. Somebody should answer top lane too. Considering that he is in fact ahead, he must maintain his lead, so therefore he should do this. Oh, it looks like I really decided, hey, I'm gonna teleport. Somebody needs to respond to that. Cannot let this go. You cannot possibly let this go. If you let it go, it's like the end.
The top lane?
Yeah, because like they'll just keep jumping pressure in between side lanes.
Mhm.
Like it's a natural chain of events. If I push
Kind
top
of
lane,
like
then they must answer top lane. Yeah,
a game of Pong, kind of.
basically, it's
Yeah.
just gonna be back and forth until something happens in between. Okay, so
Yeah.
it looks like a fight's breaking down. He's buying items. He buys spellbinders. This is fucking. What the fuck is this? I've never seen.
Uh,
Okay,
it's a interesting item.
okay, so I don't have any justifications on why he's doing it. I think he's doing it because he has raw
I'll
AP
play.
or he's just simply ahead. Well, there's another way you can put this into effect. He just needs to be, because he's so big and needs to be around the map more, 10% move speed and raw ability power, 2 items just
Yeah.
add up. I mean, look what the next item he's going for is. It's Death Cap. Obviously, he needs to be on the fucking map. With
Yeah.
that, just instantly kills. So I guess Spellbinder's
Spellbinder
fine.
is interesting. The way that I would describe it is just Berserker mode. That's literally what it is. You
Well,
get, like,
would
a lot
would you say
damage.
that it works with Electrocute?
Yes.
So I'm guessing that's why he does it.
Yes.
That possibly is the reason why he does it.
It gives... Hold on, let me fact check myself.
It's right here. It's
really
right here. Yeah,
quick.
it gives you it's like a Maokai passive, and at the same time it grants you AP, and it gives you, if you activate
Yeah.
it, it grants you raw AP and move speed for 4 seconds. So it's like your old Q.
It grants up to... Where is it? I have to find it. It can give you up to 80 AP and 50% move
Oh
speed.
my god, that charm. Execute fast, run. He needs Zanya's. He okay, that's too aggressive right there. Like yeah, he killed the Gragas, but then like his team isn't in proper position. The best thing to do is just, if you're this far ahead, I would just recommend what Ty's recommends, Azanya's. Like if you're super confident in your ability, you would be able to get like Azanya's regardless, because like it prevents them from killing you. Plus the majority of their team is AD, so getting Azanya's is very optimal. I would have gotten Tabi too, just to maintain my lead. To close out, to increase your probability of closing out the game, you get to increase your probability of closing out the game, you get damage and stuff like that. But
Right.
also that means that you must be extremely confident in your ability to win. Doesn't seem like is he building Death Cap? What is that?
That is a component for Rabadons, but the other thing is Void Staff.
Okay, probably.
That's what I'm thinking.
Weird that he chose that item. And that, I mean, that's gold efficient. It's just that it's kind of weird.
Because
It's
he's
like
so ahead at this point.
everybody's answering stuff, and you have to be as efficient as possible. Like, yeah, that's efficient, but like he needs to be ready to build into his other item. I would have just bought a control ward and then waited for his next component. He's spotted. He should not be taking advance. People are in fog of war. They can flank him, but they won't be able to kill him because he's dangerous. Because like they're not gonna cross someone's path when they're that strong. This game is close, so we'll figure out why he loses. There's 2 more deaths. Okay, so he can attempt to assassinate the Draven, or he could just not. Lulu gets caught out. Very unfortunate. Spells danger right there because they're hovering this right side of the map. He should have moved way towards the middle. He can't engage this without Gnar. Gnar needs to be there. There's no way they could really do this. It's pink warded, sure. Okay, that he just gave it away. I don't think this was right.
Just a random charm.
That was very bad. I mean, now he gets this kill, sure, right?
That's
like,
the power of Spellbinder.
Right, but that's not what I'm getting at. Like, yeah, sure, he killed the Gragas, but like he gave away his positioning. He should have just went down mid and just cleared the mid lane.
Right.
That's what I would have done. I would have just prioritized the wave control, because look at top lane, it's going to be answers, so we should do something quick. Land the charm, nice. Go on it. Okay, stop, because you'll take too much damage. It's too much pressure to it's just too much pressure to relieve when you have no waves like at your advantage, because then even if you win a team fight, you gotta answer the waves, otherwise you lose an objective for free. And look, nobody's answering top, so he's got to recall and answer top. That's why if he answered mid sooner, he could have just answered top, then go bottom or something, or do something else. But now like, oh, give me that blue. It's like, yeah, take the blues if you have. I mean, take the blues if the mid laner allows you to. Unless you're in Korea, you get all the blues, even if you're dying like 07. Okay, so he is clearing the wave, as we expect. Got a lot of money, about 1,000 gold. Clear to the next blue buff. When possible, of course. This is a really weird walk. I don't understand this one. He should have gone towards mid sooner. If he's looking for a flank, it's too dangerous. Okay?
He's trying to think of what to do.
You have to charm the graves. Yeah, that's fine.
Yeah.
But your positioning is bad. You need Zanyas for this one, dude. This is why you need Zanyas, man. Like, you could just block the ignite ticks. It's like a defense because offense, you know? Like, every death matters. Because, like, more than ever, because you're ahead. So if you die, your entire team just flops apart. Think of it as being, like, the house's foundation or something. Like, unless the rest of the pieces of the house are really strong, the entire house falls apart because you fall apart. So, Shifter fell apart, the rest of the team dies too. Therefore, you lose Baron.
Yeah. My biggest issue with that play is it just, at least from my end, it just looked like he didn't know what he wanted to do. He's just like, should I go in? Fuck it, I'm going in, I guess. And then he's like, I shouldn't have done this.
Kind of sounds like what you would do in the past, you know? Like old you, right?
Yeah. It's like, oh, I'm fed, I can maybe do this. I don't know if I should, but fuck it, we're doing it.
And then somebody has to answer the bot lane, and then someone on their team has to answer the top lane. But it's not as much pressure because they have, you know, they have Baron empowered recall. Remember, it takes 8 seconds to recall, and then it takes like an X amount of seconds to like walk to the lane itself. But then when you recall,
I think it's
Baron,
like...
it's like 30 seconds or something.
Yeah, 30. Yeah,
but imagine cutting that by like 5-6 seconds. Like that, those 5-6 seconds can count because in those 5-6 seconds you could have channeled a teleport.
Yeah. Because what usually I do in this stage of the game, like if I was Shifter right now and I was like 12-2, I would just start splitting like a wave and just forcing people to come to me, and then just constantly split, push, and rotate around and just clear waves. That's what I would try to do.
bit reckless. Okay, so he chose to build Void Staff for Pen. Notice that none of their teammates have actually opted for actual magic resistance except for
Yep.
the actually yeah, like I mean there's really no magic resistance, you know what I mean? So raw damage would have been fine.
Yeah.
Raw damage I mean even if it's raw damage, Zanya's would have been better. They have a 3 AD. So okay, this is a kill, simple. Very good.
Yep.
Clear the wave. Just clear the wave so that there's no rotation pressure. That's fine, good job. Go back and answer mid. One death, so he dies here, so without getting a single point of pressure.
Yep.
Like final stand. So the reason why they lose is because, I mean, the rest of the team didn't do very much, like to.
Try to
That
win.
was a very bad play by. That was a very awkward play by Gragas, but it worked out because he got the ult off.
Yep.
They weren't able. They were out resourced. They were out grinded. Shifter just did not make the correct decision in terms of I mean itemization is important in here, like you can't say itemization isn't important because the itemization choices do matter because it does depict life and death. Notice his damage charts, like oh let's look at the damage charts probably. He's probably thinking about how much damage he dealt in the game, which doesn't really depict everything. Like yeah sure he did the most damage, but obviously that's because he's the most fed. Of course. Makes sense, and the rest of his team didn't do as much. Mathematically speaking, Ash is more utilitarian. This is a team comp that would generally lack damage, so you're gonna get out damaged no matter what. Their team comp has more consistent performers. Like Draven will naturally deal more damage than Ash unless Ash has a significant gold lead. You know what I mean?
Yes.
Now, had that AD carry been somebody like, oh, I don't know, say Jin or Lucian, the outcome would be completely different because it's more consistent to perform on X champion. How long ago was this? Yesterday. So let's go. What's today's date? The 16th. So it's 15th.
17th.
Oh, it's 16th on my end. So we're gonna go for that. We're gonna try to find that clip.
Looks like it's bot lane Vlad, mid lane X. I'm a beast in the bot lane.
Close.
Move out of your queue.
Okay, this is definitely it. No, this is not it. He's 0-4.
That's man. So.
And he also won the game. Here it is. That's a little better. All right. So we're gonna watch it from his point of view.
All right.
Because we still have like it's like only been like 30 minutes since the session, so like another extra like 20 something minutes. That's just gonna spend watching it. I mean, I get this part. Okay, so we missed some of the early game. Right here is fine because he's expecting a deep invade. You know what I mean? Like they're really aggressive right here with the invade. Look at this. Like you notice the rest of his team's ready too. Like he's ready to follow, in the case that something happens. Like Ash was hella deep. And then he's okay. So instead of going on the left side or right side, he just decides, oh, I'm gonna scout down too.
Yeah.
Weird. Odd, but not. Like not like too odd. It's just kind of weird going both sides. You kind of just stick. Normally people just stick to one, and I don't know what he's doing here because. I guess he's warding. Okay, I know this tactic. You just ward early so that you have crab scouting. It's 120. Yeah, this is standard. I used to do this a lot actually. Now I know what he was doing. I mean, I would ward South Crab because that's where he would naturally fall, but I mean, I guess it's double buff, so it's whatever. So we're gonna watch like how he moves and see like watch his movements, right? Like as we know, it's a lot better to describe tethering here.
Yeah, like back and forth.
No damage.
Yeah, so bone plating, like he's trying to trade and it doesn't work, you know? Like we already discussed this, right? Like this was as we're watching the same game again, but from his point of view this time, so what he sees on his map. See, every single time the guy decides to click, once again, oh, CS right here, go for it. So, and then he just missed his opportunity and missed the CS.
Yep.
So it's just a battle of like wits going back and forth. This thing isn't available for like 2 more minutes.
What the fuck? It's a lot of damage I took.
Yeah, they nerfed it, the starting cooldown on DMAT like a long time ago.
Well, regardless of what it is, we know it is. We know what it is. It's 1, 2, and 3. You know?
Yeah.
Oh
That's
my
another
god,
way to
this is
say it,
actually
I
so
guess.
sad.
1, 2, 3.
Yeah, the one melee 2 casters free sieges.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
Shut up, chat. Pissed. Don't piss me off.
Look, freezing. Once again, freezing.
Hmm.
Patience, slow. Methodical, thinking about his next movement. Not worried about his mechanics. He knows how good he is, you know?
Yeah.
Everybody does. They understand exactly what they need to do. It's just, what is my opponent gonna do? And can my opponent react to my plays? That's why when I watch some of your plays, it's like, not you being questionable, but both sides, like how they answer. It's because I know the responses that's proper, and then there's like improper responses. And then most of the time, it's just improper responses after another. It
Mhm.
happens. Because when the level of play is different, responses aren't like the same.
Actually,
So he was intentionally wanting to back,
I can bait.
and then this. Okay, so then yeah, one melee or one cannon.
Flash. Worth. I think if I charm flash, I don't think we have enough damage. I would have had.
He said even if he
IQ was
charmed
down,
flash and tried to
would've
force
had
the kill,
E-ignite.
he would not have enough
Kazus would
damage.
have had auto.
Hmm.
And I'm sure
You
you would
auto?
agree because the
That's it?
charm dashing
Yeah.
isn't worth it.
I
Look at
think
that, he
flash
buys it
probably was just
instinctively.
fine.
Like he didn't even think like, oh, I should buy Dark Seal because of this. He just bought the Dark Seal, man.
Charm flash probably not worth.
Just keep that in mind too. Like
sure we had
instead
some
of like I know he's going for Ludens and everything, and he didn't come into this game expecting, oh, I'm a 1v9 snowball. He just bought Dark Seal because I guess it's optimal. Rather
Yeah.
than buying boots and a control ward, he chose Dark Seal because he rather sustained for his opponents. Then again, boots doesn't really solve anything. Boots is more towards like a skill shot, you know.
Yeah.
And then what kind of skill? I mean, there's only one skill shot, but it's predictable. It's the Irelia stun.
What's that? Melee? Try to slow push this wave. Get level 6
So he
on
wants to
this
slow
one.
push the wave, just slowly
Run
push
up on
it,
top, probably.
and like you know hit a half of it and just do that.
Hmm.
That's two casters, and then or two cannons.
Dude, this game is fucked up right now.
He has like one more cannon to go.
Can we dive?
He's asking, can we dive? Should have skilled up his ulti instinctively like a long ass time ago. There's nothing else you can skill up. It's
Mhm.
bad. That's just like lack of, or that's just lazy. There it is. Third ping on my ways. Yep, very good. And then just ult in properly. Yep, we know the responses. Oh, I can't answer this. Forces the teleport. Okay, so he waited. You know, he waited for the thing. I didn't think he would wait, but I'm watching it again. So I know he sees Draven at the corner of his screen. Draven dies. I'll say, so Draven just kind of walked into his screen, so he saw it the entire time, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
That was pretty free.
I go with this mid wave. That Draven is hype, bro.
Heads back to the wave, pushes, does that, does this. Cannon minion, as we know, right?
Hmm.
Yep, there it is. That's 3 cannons, and then 1 more caster, I believe.
Come back.
Like, it should be one, it should be like, I thought he does it on one more cannon minion.
That was. A lot of flashes.
Does he highlight it or anything?
Yeah, Nar shouldn't have TP bet. Should just
Lost
say top.
chapter, boots, yep. Control word, yep, see?
It's all good though.
He had enough exactly gold.
Yeah,
Gold.
freeze off. Fuck me.
He had enough gold
Maybe
exactly.
Lulu, maybe me and Lulu should push the next wave together. I think I'm pretty sure as long as Aurelia channels W as my charm is flying at her, I can't kill. Too tanky.
He sees that glimpse of Graves, decides to go for it. Map awareness. If he answered too late, what if Graves destroys your jungler? Now you had to have a dead jungler and you have less people on the map. No pressure, lose crab, more experience, you know? Preventing snowballing. Good move.
I don't know where
Cannon
Aurelia
minion
is
should
being
die
bought.
here, right? Or the caster minion, I don't know.
One of them.
'Cause I feel like he would use it on the cannon. Oh yeah, no, he uses on caster, yep. Alright. And then, we're gonna move forward a little. That was the double kill. Really good.
I gave up a wave for that. Ideally, I push the next wave and then I do that play, but I think after that wave, the bot lane would have backed. Wow, Lulu power.
He kills the Irelia. Blah blah blah. I want to see the flank play. Remember that one? That was a very questionable flank play. Every single one of his deaths mattered extremely. So I want to see what he's thinking during his deaths. Remember when he sieged bot or mid? He doesn't, as a mid laner, he did not go and collect the side waves as often.
If I was
simply because
faster
he
on
doesn't have
charm,
teleport.
I mean, I didn't even notice Ashe was there. I wasn't paying attention. If I charmed right away, I'm sure we would have had that. But Ashe out from that range sends for such a short time.
Couple R.
Sky sword here. I actually have enough for Spellbinder. Shit's cheap as fuck.
He says he has enough for a spellbinder and notices that it's really cheap. Okay, so this play is the part I think where he died, right? No, he didn't die here. It was when he killed the Gragas later.
Yeah.
Something happened. Like
Here's on the right, but he's really weak. I think we got this. Where did he go?
I think he had
Oh,
like
really?
10 kills before he had it. Yeah, this was one. Yeah, it's right here.
Oh.
Arrow goes in, decides to go in. Oh, he gets out of the redemption. Alright, come on, go overextend for the Gragas already. Oh, this is the part where he kills the Rumble and the other guy with this team. I believe he dodges the Graves. Oh, never mind, not this one.
Fuck! That's all you, man.
Oh, he hits the Gragas.
Fuck it, sure. I'll take that.
He says I'll take it, but he didn't really.
Ah, my bad.
Get anything.
And then he says my bad. Okay, yeah. So he knows he made a mistake there for grabbing it. I tend to dodge skill shots and let my people behind me get hit by it, and it's kind of funny as fuck. I accidentally
I
killed
just
someone
gave
that way.
a nasty shutdown to Draven, actually.
Yeah, you gave a shutdown to Draven.
Probably
He
the
said,
1%
I
I
should
don't
not
want to
have
give
done
it
that.
to. 1,000 gold.
Give him
That's a
1,000
throw.
gold.
Yeet.
I think they're gonna build MR.
Yikes.
Based on the
Yikes.
blasting.
Quite the quite the adventure.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I don't think he had many stacks though.
He got a 1k bounty from that. Oh my god, that's it's gonna be a hard game once he gets QSS. That's true too. You have to remember your opponents have to respond to you. If they get hit by a charm, they have to respond by buying a QSS.
Ash farm that.
So that in the case that you do land a charm, they do something. And this is why I'm telling you to optimize for that item, you know, specifically. Because Zanya's makes sense here. You don't die in that scenario, and then you could just flash away, you know, or something like that.
You know, I'm
Do
here.
your best to escape Wrath. Okay, so let's skip on to his next step, and he doesn't have any comments on it, I don't think. It was like right here, right? This was when he was deciding to do the flank. I guess we can't see the comments, we would have to see it live. Okay, so as we know, he's answering the waves because you have to at some point. Already went over that.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so is this the... No, this isn't the rotation. A lot of pings going on, you notice?
Yeah.
Ours like I have to go, I got it back. I have 1600 gold. I have enough for an item. Oh, this is it. So then he was just rotating mid. So from Mars perspective, it's a little awkward. Lands the charm, but then like again, you don't have anything. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Zanya's would be better. You just sit back all the way down there, Zanya's, then escape. Then again, Irelia possibly kills you, but then you don't give away a kill to like Rumble or something, who's like massive fed right now.
Right.
Never want to give away a free death. Think about like people saying KDA player, you know, like it's like Jensen kind of shit. KDA player, you're just playing not to die. Because if
I mean,
you
isn't
die,
that a good thing?
yes, you don't feed gold.
Yeah, exactly.
I die like average 4 times a game, and it happens because I just do, dude. Like it just happens to be my lucky. I happen to G in every single game, man. Fuck. All right.
Did someone say 4?
Yeah. So then, yeah, he just kind of buys like weird items. Then his last death is like a last death. So as we know,
Yeah.
he just kind of says, "Oh well, no worries." All right.
Mm-hmm.
Well,
All
since
right.
that's done,
We'll switch
you
to
have a
doing
good idea of like what to do, like being patient. Try out those
Yep.
runes. Let's try out those runes this game.
All right, I'm gonna start my stream now. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Let's see.
I'm gonna turn off my screen share.
I got you.
Go ahead. And
Give me a second.
Yeah.
All right. There we go. That's how it should be good enough. Oop.
Do you want to?
Yeah.
You are screen
I'll go
sharing,
top.
right? At
Um.
least you will be.
Turn on screen share. Yeah, I think I'm doing it right. Am I doing it right?
Yeah, I see it.
All right. Cool. Mm-mm-mm. Do. Good, good.
Let's just try to keep the same consistent masteries that Shifter takes.
Yeah.
Full on copy. Like do it for like 15, 20 games or something in a row. Just don't switch. I mean like,
I know he likes eyeball collection, I think, but I don't like it.
what did he take? Zombie Ward?
No, I think he takes eyeballs. but I'm not
Sometimes,
sure.
like I'm asking like what you would take alternatively. So you would take zombie ward. Let's see what he takes.
Hmm.
I'll verify that for you. So I
I
know he
like
takes.
zombie word.
It's kind of obvious he takes sudden impact. He
Hmm.
takes eyeball collection. Like you know why he takes eyeball collection? I'm sure. Yeah.
It basically just helps you CS away. That's really all it does.
Not really. It's just for damage.
Hmm.
I
It
mean,
doesn't
literally,
do
it's just
much damage
damage.
though.
Yeah, it's just for damage. That's it.
I just like zombie ward more. Plus, in the new patch, it's gonna help do damage, so that's gonna be nice.
Yeah.
And I just like playing with vision more. I like getting sweeper's lens in games and
Just keep
stuff.
the yeah. Just keep it like as like with
Yeah.
zombie ward. It's fine. I mean, it's
Hmm.
not. It's a minuscule difference, but like
Yeah.
unless you see somebody live with 1 HP, then you say, oh, okay, if you had eyeball collection there, it would have killed him. But like it's like a one-time thing. So let's
Yeah.
just see the matchup and shit like that. Who'd you ban?
Mhm.
Fizz? Sure.
Yeah. I don't know who to ban anymore, so I just default to Fizz. It's like, I guess we'll ban Fizz.
He banned Kindred. Camille, Kindred, and Pike are some champions. They both sides banned Kindred. Must be saying something about Kindred, okay?
Yeah.
So if you're afraid of a Kindred, I mean I can see why. You're Ahri, you jump in and out of the fucking ulti and shit.
Yeah. I've never really been afraid of Kindreds ever since I like playing Kindred myself, so I know how to deal with her. And she's only really a problem in my eyes if she gets ahead early or the game goes way too goddamn long. Going arcade Ari just for you, by the way.
I love that skin.
Hey, half my cammed around the arcade Ari skin, so there you go. Oh, they have an arcade Ezreal, and it works.
If you ever face a player named Totally Awesome, like
Hmm.
Totally Awesome, that's one of my friends. There. You guys are in the relatively same level of play.
I think I might have faced somebody like that before, honestly.
I mean, both of you guys have a massive volume of games. Like both of you guys are my students and everything, and it's like, all right, well, rip.
Yep.
Focus on this account first, and then just like hard climb and stuff like that. It's standard practice and practice.
Hmm. And then I can worry about learning other crap as I get along.
Yes. Being a
I'm
one trick isn't. I
definitely.
mean, look, like, being a one trick isn't that bad to be honest. Like at least now you
Yeah.
just know how to focus your like movements and everything
Hmm.
into how you do things. Just letting you know, both of you guys are in game at the exact same time, and I thought it was like, oh my god, did you guys just queue at the same fucking time? Here's the thing. Here's how you know it's a him. He's the Lissandra one trick.
Yep, that'll do it.
So you have an Ari one trick versus a Lissandra one trick, and it's like at that point it's just a battle of wits. You understand?
Yeah.
So I'm gonna control F to see if I can find it's Lotus Storm still, right? Lotus Storm. Yeah, I
Yeah.
don't see anybody. Yeah, you have not faced him yet.
Oh,
In the
okay.
past like 2 weeks. I'm still gonna keep searching though. I'm gonna search for the past like until LPGG says I can't search anymore. Let me see in the
All
past
right.
22 days if you guys have actually faced each other. It'd be kind of cool. It's like, oh, hey, did you know you faced my student? And then I'd be like, oh yeah, shit. It's funny as fuck though. Wow, how far is OPGG going back? It's going like back like a full month and a half, dude.
Damn. But
Damn.
yeah, I don't know.
There's a guy named Lotus 7, but that's not it. That's it. Damn, that scared the shit out of me.
Unlucky. Who knows? Maybe I'll face them sometime. I mean, there. I actually have versed a YouTuber before, so that was fun. I think I've also fought against Lily Pichu once. I think. I don't know.
Yeah, there's several different variations of Lily Peaches, so like you may or may not have.
Isn't
Played against
her
everybody, so.
account like Low Lily or something like that?
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yeah, I fought her once, I
I'm guess
think.
if she was mid with either Lux or Ori, then yeah,
Yeah.
or like Annie or some LS based like mid or something like that.
I'm I'm considering picking up Oriana again since LS like always gravitates to that champion for like learning positioning and like higher echelons of play,
She's
I think.
pure skill based.
Yeah.
Like piloting her takes absolute like precision. Corey, my challenger mid laner that was coach, like he knows how to pilot her. Like every mid laner should know how to pilot her. There's just champions that you must know how to play as a mid laner, and
Mhm.
Ori is one of them because it's a fundamental. Uh, Annie is a fundamental as well. You just have to like deep engrave the style of play. Every mage presents something that you must know in the basis of learning mid lane. And Oriana
Right.
is like pure micromanaging and
I
pure
also took
skill.
the wrong items. Shit. Oh well.
The thing is, what's the matchup? Fizz?
Um, Echo.
Echo.
So
Yeah,
yeah.
corrupting pot would have been more optimal, but we're gonna play that out. Just let it
Yeah.
be.
I can figure something out.
Don't buy a corrupting pot on your back. Don't.
Oh, I was
Just
just
don't
okay.
do it though. Don't do it. Trust me. Just don't do it. Cause you've already spent like the gold on the ring, so just like play it out.
Fair enough.
You wanna let it push into you. Just hit him when you think he's gonna see us. Remember that? Yeah, beat him. Yeah, let's go. Boom. Free trade.
Mm.
Oh, lost the trade. It's okay. It's okay. Let it push. Let it push. Let it push. Nice. Good. Good. Let it push. Ooh, yeah. Nice. You already burned one pot. Good job. Move on the upper side of the. Oh, well, clear the wave and then move on the upper side of the map so that you have cover on. In the case Jax decides to come, like left side, not right side. Good. Yes. Good. 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 Yeah. See that? Yep. So now stay in the middle. Nice. Alright, I see why Corrupting Pot would have been excellent here.
Mm-hmm.
Good
I'm
job,
just
dude.
too ingrained with the idea of going
Great
Doran's
job.
ring, I guess.
Great job. Right there, yeah. Well, the thing is, Doran's ring would have been excellent if it weren't for your last hitting right now. It's fine, it's fine. Just be patient. It's okay. Practice makes perfect. Nice, dude. Watch out. Very bad play. Okay, okay. He can attempt to all in you, okay? Be
Mm-hmm.
aware. You're in the danger zone right now. You might have to back.
I honestly think I should get Corrupting Pot because I already have Time Warp Tonic, you know?
Okay,
That's just my thought
that's fine.
process.
Yeah,
Bottom.
I think
Let
that's
me
fair.
see
Might as well.
something.
Get a control word.
Yeah.
Control word. And then just go back into the lane.
Yep. Doo-doo-doo. Somebody's Ignite. Ignite 9 minutes? Something like that.
Ignite isn't as important. Remember, summoner spells like being burned, like Flash. Flash is
Mm-hmm.
key for you. Remember to do a 6. Let the lane freeze. Okay, it's time. You know what to do.
Yeah.
Good. One cannon, remember? Good. He's back into the lane. Be careful on your usage of the thing. The DMAT. Good job, man. Good job, good job. Look at those trades, dude. Alright, patience, be careful. Wukong was last seen bottom. Should hover top or side. Close. Good try. Think
Mm-hmm.
when think when he's gonna tumble. That's one that's one mage minion. Nice, good job. Remember trade with him when he's about to CS. There's like 2 CS like right there. Excellent. Alright, you can't do any more melees, okay?
Mm-hmm.
Don't use it. Don't use. Save your DMATs. Save your DMATs. It's not 7 minutes. Save your DMATs. We still have some cannon minions, so it's on the next wave, and we
Mm-hmm.
still have one caster minion. Okay, so just save it.
Yep.
Be ready that you are gonna hit level 6. After the next wave, not this wave, but the next. Save your mana. Be patient. Pay attention to your creeps. Pay attention to the map. Wukong has shown topside. You can play a little bit more aggressive. Where you are standing now is fine. Excellent. Wukong is retarded. It's fine. Played that badly. Good. Back up. Good. Good. Be patient. Check tab. Check CS. You should be at an advantage. No, you lot. Bad last hitting. Keep it up. Just keep working on it. It's okay. Okay, he's deciding to trade with you. He's 6. You should be careful. Don't take this too heavily. Don't overextend. Wukong is missing. Be aware. Good job. You're 6. You have the safety net now. Jax is on your
Mm-hmm.
aid. Push out the wave. Good job. Stop doing caster minions. The last one should be on cannon, and then answer that ward. This is a very poor play by Jax. It's fine. This is more important. Good. Good. And make sure you secure that last hit on it. Good. Good. Don't overextend. Careful on the W usage, because
Mm-hmm.
that requires you to get really up close to the guy. Be patient. Remember, Wukong is still Mia. Wukong is most likely answering his red buff, so staying on the side of the map that you are, aka the top half. Remember, this area is divided in 4 quadrants. You should be staying on that quadrant. Yep. Okay. Aatrox went Mia. Aatrox is back. Good. Good. Cannon minion. Okay, good. You got the cannon, right?
Mm-hmm.
Cool. Good. Look at that. You're training heavily with that guy. Easy matchups. Good, good. Wukong has shown bottom. You can answer. Don't ping too much. Ping more when you're very close. Okay, you should just actually if Fiddle decides to go, you can do it. You can try to ambush the guy right now, but you don't have a ward. Okay. It's really crazy.
I only do crazy. That's the thing.
Oh my god. I can't believe it.
There we go. Problem solved.
Alright, well, Shifter,
uh,
I'm gonna have to request you to take that wave.
all right.
Because it's gonna get lost. So just take the
Yeah.
thing.
True. That's a good point.
Stop right there. After that melee minion, and then just stop. Let him take it.
Oh.
It's fine. Recall ASAP.
Ah.
Good job. Whoa.
Damn it. Screen,
Back to
please.
team.
Working on it.
Okay, there we go. All right, Ludens. Let's do this.
Yep. There we go.
Work on
We're
the
alive.
Ludens. Cool. Control word. Yep. Excellent. Let's go back to lane.
Mm-hmm.
Good. Excellent itemization.
It's like literally, let's just copy shifter.
Yes.
Is it shifter or shifter?
Shifter. Like shifting
Shifter,
into
okay.
the winds. Shift.
Okay, then I've
Like
been
the
doing
shift
it
button
right.
on your keyboard.
I know he hates it when people mispronounce his name.
It's just kind of weird the way you spell it. That's why. So it's natural.
Yeah. Oh. Oh. Unlucky.
If you're gonna tread into dangerous territory, follow with your teammates. Good.
Mhm.
Nope. Stop. Relax. Not too far. Nothing too aggressive. If you see your teammates following, try to attempt to help them, but don't like overextend. Like I said.
Yeah, don't go crazy.
Do not go crazy. You are in the lead. Do what he didn't do. Good trades. Very slow, very steadily. Watch out.
For now, I'm pretty much just trying to burn his potions. That's what I
Yes.
care about.
Also, when you're trading with him like that, the next time you trade, I want you to pop your corrupting pot too. Okay, it's fine. It's already active. You need to do that because you deal extra damage.
I'm always like on the fence to use corrupting pot
You think of it
for
as
the
a healing
damage.
potion. You're
But
thinking of it as a healing potion, not a damage potion. It's both.
yeah,
You must use it in both ways. Plus, if he
Okay.
hits you back, you're still healing anyway, right?
yeah.
So think about it like that too.
Mm-hmm. I don't need to push it. I'd rather him get closer so I can damage him.
Correct. That's why you freeze the wave. Let
Yep.
slowly push towards him. The
Alright.
control word placements are a little weird. I prefer you warding the actual push because you can see Wukong coming, but it's whatever. Okay, once you miss your charm, just be very careful. Don't take too extended. He rolled backwards, that's fine. Let it push towards you. No. Remember, you want it to be this way. You want it to be up here. Remember, he has
Right.
to overextend for you and CSing. He has to be like, shit, I don't want to CS all the way up there.
Mhm.
By
Should I
pushing down.
push because he's backed?
Yeah, but there's no. I mean, you can press F2 to scout top real quick, and then like top just
Oh,
killed him.
yeah.
So like like he's getting
Mhm.
dunked, so there's no reason to go up top. You could go bottom, but Lucian isn't in position. Therefore, no, it's not an optimal idea.
Yeah.
Like he does it when it's like an opportunity.
Right. Don't just randomly say fuck it and roam.
Yeah, because Lucian's not there. Where's your damage? Okay, this is more important to focus on. Good, that's fine. Sustain off your Q. Good job. You can escape easily. You can kill him, I believe. Yeah, you got him. Excellent, dude. I trust in your mechanics for that one. I take the W and just back. See, Wukong is there. If you extended the wave, you would have died.
Yeah.
Excellent work.
Is getting the sorcerer shoes an alright play there?
You don't have any slots in your inventory. It's whatever, it's fine. I don't think
Alright.
it's unnecessary. I think it's a good way to continue your snowball.
Alright.
Remember, you can't get too, you just have to remember Zanya's is very critical because if this guy decides to jump on you, you're kind of dead.
Right.
You kinda die.
Only kind of die though,
Yeah,
right?
just a little bit of dying.
Just a little bit of blood, a little bit of death.
Yeah,
That
sorta,
happens
like,
every
it's
now
not there, just like a tombstone, etc, etc. Just screen sorta turns gray and stuff too, you know? Kinda don't like that. Okay. Good.
I want to see what I can do about
You can help
this.
him.
Yep.
Excellent charm. Nice, dude.
There we go.
Huh, you know, shifting
Free.
was 4-0. Is that a loss? Is this a loss?
Yeah, I know, right? This is totally a loss.
Yeah, this is really excellent right here, isn't it? You notice the electrocute really works for these trades. Okay, okay. This is definitely a
Oh.
really good roam for you. You can make it.
Uh,
You can make it. I actually trust you in this one. This is a lot of people though. You have to play it right. There's
yep.
only one target. And Fiddle is not with you. Okay, he
Nope.
flashed.
Eh?
Isn't with you.
No,
And you
not
got him.
worth
It's
it.
fine. It's fine. He got killed.
Yep.
So you shut down the Aatrox, but it's fine. It's a little bit rough, but I mean, it happens. It's okay.
Mm-hmm.
How much gold to Ludens? Yeah, just get the Ludens. That's fine. It's more important that you continue the snowball, even if that was it's a reckless play because you had to have like perfectly dodged it, but it's okay. You got him. No worries.
Yeah.
Lol.
Same.
All right, no worries, no worries.
Like for real, same. I don't think I can help here, but we'll see. Ugh. Ugh. Yeah, so this is totally a loss, right?
This is definitely a shifter kind of game. You're ahead just like he is.
Yeah. It's like second verse, same as the first, I suppose. I would love to do something about this, but I don't know if we can. That's the problem.
Don't make it happen if you don't think you can. If you can kill that Wukong, you'd be fine. Just play it safe.
Nah.
15 seconds on ult. Try to get a vision ward over there. That's fine.
It's like, I stopped them from doing it, so that'll do for me.
Yep. Get that blue buff for yourself.
Feels bad, man. I'm overstaying for this. Back to mid lane. Mhm. Time to go.
Okay. Okay. Wall ward. Oh, good work.
Mm. It's like, I may not kill him, but I may piss him off.
This is gonna be
So
really
that'll do.
nice. Yeah, good job, guys. You knew that Fiddle was coming, right? I'm sure. Nice dodge.
Nope.
Oh, Fiddle pinged on his way. You should have checked your map.
Yeah.
That's very important.
I was focusing too much on dodging the Aatrox.
Should be instinct.
Yeah.
It's okay. You're fine. I mean, like, I like the movements. Like, I can't complain about how smoothly your dodges are going. Like, you're actually just, like, actively trying to dodge skill shots now. Which is a much different step than what happened in the previous. It's like such a giant improvement, it's not even fair. Okay. Echo. Nice. Good work. Whoa. Good work.
Hey, if it works, it works, I guess, right?
Good cue.
Ah,
Flash
so
Echo.
close.
Mentally time that flash on Echo. I'll have a timer for you. Good work. Push the wave out. It's 2255.
I tried
It's fine.
so hard.
It's good dodge. Good job. Damn.
I'll take it.
It's fine, yeah.
Could have
It's
been
completely
worse.
acceptable, yep. No worries. Poppy, what the fuck, man?
I'm like, same.
Zanya's next time.
I'm getting Zanya's third item. Because I need to take care of Aatrox healing and Echo
Yeah, Echo
healing.
healing, true.
Uh, another kind of bonus to Morello's is the health will help me survive a little bit too, so.
Yeah.
Oof. Uh, there we go.
Oh! This
I
shit's a max
needed to
W
react
second.
faster.
Yes, he does. No! Okay, he puts 2 points in charm. And then he max W.
Yeah. I don't bother maxing the points in Charm anymore because it's going to change in 2 days.
Yeah.
Or, well, tomorrow. So it's going to be like you have 3 points in Charm at level 1. So I'm just like, no point. Alright, so we have free deaths, so
This
we're
is
not
really
allowed to
bad.
die anymore.
This is really bad.
Yep. Feels bad, man.
Bot lane must be answered by your opponents. This is a threat for Baron, but you can't ping it because it's not gonna happen right away.
Yep.
Recover that blue. Never mind.
Can't.
Yeah. Can't. Feels bad.
Goodbye.
Well, good job. Good work.
Problem
Good work.
solved.
Yep. Remember to try to make some room for a control word, but that's after you get your next item. It's okay.
Make room for what? Control wards?
Control word, or
Yep.
he runs yellow trinket and sometimes switches to blue or red. The red I understand for picks, so copy that.
Yep.
Depends on what you feel.
I need to remember to switch to windowless later. Oh well.
Sure. Ping back.
Oh dear.
This is very bad.
Oh dear me, oh my.
Ping and assist me saying that you guys can do this. If Poppy doesn't, okay, Poppy is gonna die. Okay, stay safe. Just stay safe.
Yep.
Don't try to make too many crazy plays right here. Or pick, cause right now your lead is very important. Just clear the wave. We can't we're at a numbers disadvantage and their poke is just equally as good. See? It's not worth it taking an all in because it's not gonna work because you'll die too fast and you don't have enough damage. You could prove me wrong, but I don't think you should.
No.
Because it's not worth it. Like, in the end, you think, is it worth it? No, it's not. It's fine, see? It's not good enough, though. It's really bad.
Ah, damn it. I tried to use stopwatch, but I
I
couldn't.
know, I saw. I can hear you tapping it.
Yep.
So when you decided to go in, you don't need to do anything as well. So you just let it go, because it's a bad decision.
Yeah.
He jumped off the bridge, you don't jump with him.
Yep.
It's not
I
worth it.
have to help my team.
In the end, you minus the tower. So, like, the net loss is too much, and you never want a
Yeah.
net loss. You either want to play even or go ahead.
Right.
Should always be how it is. When you trade,
Mhm.
when you lane, when you go for sieges, etc., etc.
I'm too nice. I try to help the team and then we lose shit. And I'm like, oh, damn. Do, 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 do. Do, 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 do. There we go. No, not windowed.
That's
I need
windowed, not
borderless.
borderless.
Yeah. There we go. Problem solved. I just like borderless more.
Same.
Means I can actually, like, check streams and shit like that. Same.
Careful.
I'm like, so this is what death looks like.
It's fine. Let it go. Don't over aggressive for that.
I'm just waiting for the Wukong. It's like, I know it's coming.
Yes. And sweeper is a very good idea.
Wait for it. Oh, there it is.
Good damage. Great ignite.
Works for me.
Great work. Great work.
Oop. Ah, damn it.
You got him. It's alright.
Uh,
Take that as a victory, a little bit of a victory. They will not be able to. Actually, they could do Baron if they run all the way across. Keep an eye on
yeah.
it. They're not gonna get Baron. If they don't get Baron, it's a win. Just because you lost a team fight, it's okay. Because if they do Baron, you guys can answer it. If Fiddle didn't get caught, it's fine. Just be patient. Good. Zanya's is done. Excellent. control ward. You have room for it. And enough gold.
Mm.
Alright, move into next position. Watch sideways. Recommendation, first answer mid. Let Lucian answer top. Let Poppy answer bottom if she has the option to answer bottom. Say nothing to the team. Just
Mhm.
focus. You're doing fine. It's okay. Good work.
Nailed it.
This isn't the right this isn't optimal, but just push the wave out like the next one
Mm.
and then just leave. You can't stay here for too long. Tab dragon check. Tab check dragon. What is the next dragon? Okay, it's cloud.
Cloud, so I don't
Don't
really
get
care
poked.
too much about it.
Yep. Just be aware of what dragons coming up all the time.
Mhm. Oh, interesting. That's a lot of damage. Lot of damage.
Keep up the wave clearing. You're doing great. Flash, Ezreal.
Ugh.
Escape. Focus. Good work. Good try. Good try.
Mm.
It's fine. Listen, they can't do Baron. And they can... Who's alive? Lucian's coming. This is really awkward. Wait.
Uh.
I personally played that better.
uh,
Like me alone, I would have played that better. I know how to play Lucian. He can't weave in between his autos and he doesn't have Essence Reaver. He played that very poorly.
yeah.
I would have easily been able to I would have been easily be able to kill both of them, but I would have taken a lot of damage. Like I probably would have died actually. Cause you just have to know how to use the Lucian combo. It's like auto W, a double auto, dash double auto, Q double auto. It's like I know how to weave in between. It's perfect.
Yeah. I like Lucian, I just can't play him. Even though I want to. There's
Play
so many
Lucian.
champions that I want to play, but I just can't.
Oh, don't let this wave kill the creeps, dude. You can make it, dude. Okay, good. Clear this wave and the next ASAP. You need to be ready because they're okay. Well, they're going to dragon, but normally I would have threatened Baron. Okay, they took the dragon. Be careful
Mhm.
on face checking this. They might try to kill you here. Just be very careful. Okay, good job. Go
Eh,
back and take it slow. It's fine. Good job.
I want to take the wave because they're not here.
Yeah, that's fine too. Good job. Good job. Okay. Oh no. Patience right now. Good. Very good. Great Fiddle ulti. Kill him. Good. Relax. Aggressive. Careful on your flash like that. Don't be doing that. This is fine. Let Jax can do that. That's fine. Charm.
Ugh, damn it.
Yeah, I knew that was gonna happen because when you lose your flash for an attempt to kill, it's too risky.
Mm-hmm.
Like, you have to remember that the whole point of doing this is to get the Baron. Just double auto.
He just sat there in the queue.
Yep.
Uh,
You had to
I'm way
defend
too
that
reckless.
way more defensively. Yes, it's not worth it getting the charm.
Mm-hmm.
Need to answer the wave.
Mm-hmm.
You're fine. This is a very tough game. Job. Recall. Next item.
Mm-hmm.
She's gonna die. He's gonna die.
Everything is on fire. That's my response to this.
No worries.
That Soraka emote is literally what I identify as just everything is on fire.
Me too, dude. Same. Be aware. Baron is up.
I'm
Careful.
actually trying to queue as support more. I'm thinking of trying to pick up Tarek.
Good champion. I mean, you could do it in mid.
I'll be honest, I have not played Tarek since his rework, solely because I used to play AP Tarek mid, and after
Tough
they
champion.
reworked him, I'm like,
Careful.
oh shit.
Careful.
I got distracted. Oh well.
Zanya's. Run.
Nailed it.
Run. Don't, because he has skill shots. Just let him finish it.
Mhm.
Just take the W. Just heal. Just heal.
Mm-hmm.
It's fine as is. Good. Move as a group with your team towards Baron. Go up top if nobody answers that wave. Looks like Lucian may not. Okay, looks like they're going towards Baron. Here's what you're gonna do. Don't push that wave. What you're gonna do is you're gonna go up, just kill the mage minions.
Wait, what?
Just
Up?
kill the. Oh, actually, it's too late. You'll have to do it on the next wave, but it's too late.
Yeah, I'm just like, wait, what? Confusion?
No, you need to have a full wave to do it. Okay, just be careful.
Okay.
One more ward. Good job. Okay, find Wukong. You see him? Poke him. Good job. Nice ignite. Good job. Just keep it up. Be patient on the usage of your ult. Good. Echo right there. No ulti. Excellent. This is a turnaround. Jump up. Fuck. That's fine. Just take the W. Baron. Ping Baron. Oh, you guys are so fucking low. Never mind. Don't do Baron. It's way too low. Just push mid. Just go mid.
Yep.
Okay. Well.
We have a Aatrox that kind of wants to kill us all.
Not when he's dead. All right. Just push mid.
Yep. Now we can push mid. Why are we
Jesus Christ, that Aatrox
fighting in
retarded.
Ezreal like that?
You're gonna fucking die.
This is a bad idea. I don't recommend it.
Just push mid on your own, man.
Yep.
Looks like once again you are 1v9.
We should get that Infernal Drake.
Yeah, you guys should take this wave
Hmm.
and then just go.
Yeah, that's fine.
Hit that ward. Hit the ward.
Oh,
Don't
I didn't
let them,
even see
just
it.
don't let them get vision, man. Just take away. You
Yeah.
have a zombie ward too, so you know when they're coming.
Please tell me we have Smite. Yes, we do. Mm-mm-mm.
Good. You got the fight.
There we go.
This is a turnaround. Death cap is fine.
Mhm.
Analyze their team. Do you think you need more damage, or do you think you would rather prefer secondary? Spellbinder is what my option is on top of my head. Otherwise, if you want to go for defense, I think Banshee's Veil is optimal.
Yeah.
Your amp tone, whether or not you build for Void Staff, right?
Mm-hmm.
Void Staff has Blasting One, and what's the other thing? Fiendish Codex. Sorry, Amp Tone. Those two components
Yep.
also contribute towards Banshee's Veil. Build what you think is necessary. Personally, I think Banshee's Veil would be equally as fine as Void Staff. Notice that
Because
you
if
don't.
I survive in the fight, it means more
Yeah,
than just instantly dying.
a
I
bubble is
get
very
you.
important.
Uh,
Just be patient on it. Go answer bot lane right now.
are you sure? They're all at Baron.
Uh, man, why can't Poppy just answer bot lane?
I know,
It's
right?
gonna put pressure on you. Just be aware of that.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, you can't show bottom either. This is grody. That's fine. Nice Anyos. Get out of there. Live. Good. Stay alive. Just take the W and answer bottom. If you can get a charm off, good job. Okay, answer bottom. Your team might want to do Baron, but they're too low. Just take the wave.
Mm-hmm.
They'll push mid, it's fine. Take the bottom, it's fine. You have Ocean
Mhm.
Drake.
I also have red buff, so that helps too. How the hell have I done 3,000 damage with Electrocute? That's insane.
Yeah, I know.
I guess I'm just getting better at combos? I don't know.
You traded so much in the early game, did you not notice? I saw you trade heavily. I watched every single lightning proc, it was crazy.
Mm-hmm.
That's why I think Electrocute is equally as good. Okay, they're gonna end the
Yeah.
game, it's fine. Is that GG? Holy shit, that team fight won the game. Nice. In the case that they normally would not end it right there, like let's say your waves weren't in position or something, normally you would just shove side lanes. I mean, whatever,
Mm-hmm.
but you did your part, and they played theirs, and the team fight was
And I
good.
think there's probably a lot of good stuff to go over in that game, right?
The main part that I noticed, I mean, for the most part, I already praised everything that you did fine, but
Mm-hmm.
there were some faults.
Flops. Yep.
The first part is that with all the pressure that you're presenting, I noticed that you're not maintaining a CS advantage over your opponent. Like, it's very
Yeah.
important that like that happens. And yeah, sure, if you repeat it like, oh, Shifter didn't have one either, it's because the amount of times that he roamed equated, and he equally missed as much CS as you, but that doesn't excuse anything. Like, you should just get better. Like, you missed CS that was just easy to hit.
Mm-hmm.
Like, it was just there, like a given. Like, you should have gotten that no matter what. You can't just like,
Right.
yeah. Cause that's what I noticed. Like, I mean, I'm sure you could feel it too. Like, physically, like, fuck, I missed my
Yeah.
CS. Like, I literally watch, like, as you like shivered your mouse. So it's like, okay, yeah, man, he missed.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
So my advice is, again, just keep up the practice. Do you notice how many times you traded with the guy? I'm gonna pause this real quick.
Let's see the replay of it because I wasn't really thinking of how many procs. I was just thinking of pissing him off.
I'm gonna turn off. Okay, screen share activated. Okay.
There we go.
Okay, so remember what I said. You should have had corrupting, right?
Yep.
And you feel that
Force of
corrupting would have been
habit.
a lot better here.
Yep. I think the reason why Shifter goes corrupting pot every game on Ahri is
This is actually every game. That was
yeah,
suggested.
he does it every single game. I believe he explained it in one of his streams. I think he said the reason why is a mix of Ahri can just get out traded pretty early by a lot of people, so he would rather just stay in the lane and like constantly pressure with corrupting pot since her ratios are kind of low to begin with, and she relies on base damage.
Yes, that's actually pretty true.
Yeah.
Because you need, if you think about it, corrupting pot just gives you extra mana.
Mm-hmm.
That's one electrocute proc, and it's on a pretty decent cooldown. Like, you proc a lot. Like, you trade this with this guy a lot. You know, like,
Yeah,
you
and
know
that's
this.
good, right?
Yes, yeah. Look, like two, and then like you could just hit him again, and then it procs again. So you've already procced it twice. You know, like
Mm-hmm.
Comet, sure, it's great, but like it can miss. You know,
Hmm.
it can miss. That's the thing. Electrocute will never miss. But the thing is, electrocute. What's his defense against electrocute, right? Like it doesn't. They don't expect the burst damage from it.
I've had moments where, and I feel moments like these will happen a lot less with the charm buffs. That's why I'm excited for it. But I've had lots of moments where I'll fight somebody at like level 2. They escape with a sliver of health. I flash auto and get the electrocute proc on them, and they die.
Yep. So I guess just like implement what he uses to
Hmm.
if that's fair.
Yeah.
Proc electrocute so frequently. I mean, like you played it like fine in the early game and stuff like that, and the roams were really good. It's like a
Hmm.
copy. It's like a replica of what we witnessed with Shifter's game, and it was really cool. It's just that you got to see us a little better. Like naturally, like that's standard. Your
Hmm.
numbers should be a lot higher. Just because you're pressuring a melee opponent. Let's see. That game I think it was like a 7 CS. Yeah, it's a 7 CS numbers. What LP are you at right now?
Plat free 60 LP.
Okay, you're getting there. You're really close.
Hmm.
Both of you guys are like the same like thing. He's always in Plat 3 promos to Plat 2. He failed promos like 11 fucking times or something. It sounds like you or something. All my friends are like, all my clients are just climbing right, like really slowly right now. Like they're all
Yeah.
stuck in Plat, and it's really funny.
I mean, I have a valid excuse. I'm working, so I only get a couple of games a day.
Everybody has like something that they're doing. It's no big
Yeah.
deal.
Yeah. In fact, you know what makes me feel so embarrassed?
Hmm.
Uh, this season, I've only had 200 hours worth of Ahri games this entire season. I'm like, that's an embarrassment for me.
Yeah, I feel like you could have done it way better, right?
Hmm. If I had the time like I used to have, I could easily have already had like 800 hours just on Ahri now. But I don't know.
Don't burn out of the game though.
Yeah.
Like if you burn out of the game, then all this is kind of like a minus for you.
Hmm. Right.
But when you're trading with this guy, just remember like half the time your trades are correct, and then the trades that are incorrect are when you decide to go for it. But then there's like too much like you need to be aware of where your opponents are also moving. Like when I said like you should be backing up right here and there, it's because like when the jungler showed topside, you should hover the bottom half, or when he shows topside, like, and he's really close to you, go towards the bottom side, because if he immediately ganks you after, you die.
Hmm.
Like,
Right.
you could get 2v1'd. But if the jungler shows up on the bottom side, it's the other way around. Like, there's 4 quadrants. Like, if you see my mouse, if he's down where Jax is, you shouldn't hover this side. You should be hovering where he is, where the Echo is.
Hmm.
Because if that's where the enemy jungler is, then mathematically speaking, the next thing that's gonna happen is the guy's just gonna gank you, and then you die
Right.
because
So wait, so Wu is where Jax is?
if the jungler is where Jax is, you don't stand where Jax is. You stand on the same playing field as where Echo is currently standing. Do you get it?
Okay.
Because
Yeah.
you're standing as far away from him as possible, and it makes a gank virtually impossible.
Hmm.
Vice versa on the other side. If Jax was on the top half dealing with the crap up there, and you should stand where you are standing now. Not stand, but like be in a relative zone where you are currently standing now, because in terms of relevancy, it makes. Does that make sense? Like I don't know if that makes sense, but the
Hmm.
idea is that you're standing in a plane opposite to your opponent, and this allows you to opposite to the opposing jungler, and this allows you to remain safe from said jungler
Right.
because you need to stay safe. Because if you keep yourself safe, then you're basically set. Like it's like you don't have to worry about shit. All right, continuing on. This is the other part you said. Remember when Fiddle came mid and you were quote unquote focusing on staying alive from the Aatrox? Let's find that clip.
Yeah.
That was very important because I'm pretty sure the Aatrox like died like right here or something. Yeah. Like, oh, it's time to
Yeah.
get out. See, here's what I didn't notice. I didn't even notice Aatrox was coming. So then when you said it's time to get out, like you had better like because I was focusing on like my eyes were somewhere else on the bottom half of the map. But it's fine that you notice it. Just be aware of every part of the map.
Hmm.
Here, watch. Just keep watching. See that? See this ping? Jax is on his way. Fiddle is
Hmm.
it too. So you check the map. That's why it was on your screen, so you should have noticed it. And then I was like, oh,
Right.
something's coming. Just keep fighting. And then like that's why I saw this, and I was like, oh yeah, you got this. Boom, easy.
Mhm.
And if you win this, you siege the tower. You could bait it by going back, but you can't go back as far as you did because you're not now no longer in range to actually assist if because your teammates are there. Your teammates chose to aid you, so you should be ready to follow your own teammates.
Mhm.
You can't just bait them into a trap. Like Jax kind of died for that, but I mean you were in a position to follow it regardless. But I'm just saying like you could be in position initially. Either way, Jax would probably get extremely low or die, but there would be more aid coming to him from your perspective. So just be aware of that. When you see pings, just be ready. And obviously,
Mhm.
like, yeah, I missed some stuff too, but, uh, the wave pushing thing, just, if you don't know about it, just clear half the wave. Like, if there's 6 minions, clear half of it, whether it's the casters or the melees, just kill half of it and you're good. And if you
Right.
can't kill this dodge was clean, and then this next dodge was fine too. Like, just because you got the kill, it's fine. I wish you
Yeah.
had more healing, like, somehow, but it's not gonna happen, obviously.
Yep.
Like, it's not your fault. The fuck are you
I
gonna
mean,
do?
my thought process there was just like I'm dead anyway, so might as well just salvage what I can.
Yes, correct. It's the best you can do.
Mhm.
Trying to think.
Mhm.
In terms of itemization, the Morello Nomicon versus the Zanya's thing, I mean
Yeah.
it's fine. Like at first I was hesitant, like because I just prefer Zanya's as a secondary item to Ahri simply because it's just too powerful of an item to have. But then the whole
Mhm.
healing argument kind of made sense. But right here, see Zanya's would have saved you in theory.
Yep.
um, just be aware like what matters more, your survival or your damage. And then like I always prefer survival. That's why I'm a
So do you
conservative.
just like rush Sonya's every single game?
Yes. It's a
Okay.
conservative. Like I don't care what the team comp is. You just have to have it. AD,
Mhm.
all the merrier, dude.
Mhm.
If you
Gotta
think
get
about it,
those.
Shifter is the only one who plays Ahri right now on pro builds, and he builds Spellbinder and he builds Zanya's like eventually.
Yeah.
And if you look at top 6 items, Zanya's is literally number 3,
Oh, okay.
and it's a tie. And Deathcap and Zanya's are tied, so therefore Luden's and then Zanya's. If you think about it in terms of statistics, statistically
Right.
speaking, it's correct. Also, he goes smite if he plays, but you know smite's already being changed, so don't take that. Don't do that. Like I tried it, it doesn't work as well as you think it might.
Why is Smite being changed?
It's not smite. It's okay, you know you have to have smite to buy a jungle item, but they're changing the
Yeah.
jungle item.
Okay. Yeah.
You know what they're doing with the jungle item, right?
No.
If you kill a creep, you get 10 less gold
Yeah.
per creep. Now think about that. An entire wave. You know how much an entire wave gives?
It's like what,
105 gold.
250? Okay.
105 at early game. If you kill that wave,
Okay.
you get 50 gold.
Yeah.
Imagine the changes. Like that's so fucking detrimental. You're literally killing your team if you have it. So just heads up on that. Don't
Mhm.
take that smite thing.
Gotcha.
It's not worth it. Not the
Mhm.
sacrifices that you have to make for your entire team. And even if you could like solo kill them, it's not worth it.
I assume the change is mainly to stop this whole.
Gold farm.
Um. Yeah.
Yep. You are
I
correct.
actually had a funny game. I was versus Azaya Recon mid, and they killed me at level 1, and the Azaya had smite. I'm like, what the fuck is this?
Yep. You get more EXP.
Uh,
You just get more EXP, man.
mhm.
Fiddle getting caught was actually the bane of your victory or excuse me, or your loss. So just you're fine. No worries. And And then right here, I think Jax decides to die. Like when they're all dead, you really cannot make any. Like at this point, your goal is just to do one thing: sit back, wave clear, and stop. Sit back, wave clear, and not die. Sit back, wave clear, not die. Do not even think about fighting. Numbers wise, you won't win. Damage wise, you can't win because five weak players can defeat two strong players because five weak players have a lot of utility. And then this is a result of the choice.
Yeah, the CC.
You can't. And look what, as a result, yes, this tower goes down, right? Regardless of what happens, the tower will go down. But what can you do to prevent, to take it, make it take longer for them to um, kill that tower? You know, like waste their as much of their time as possible,
Right.
because then that buys your team time to respond, position, and maybe turn a fight. Sure, you sacrifice the tower, but if fight can ensue, you take the tower, you take Baron. You know, things change.
Mhm.
This was more of a Zanya's. You tried. When you went
Yep.
over here, I would have just queued Zanya's, but that's just my opinion. You just try your best. It's okay.
Mhm.
Like you're getting better. You're getting better at dodging things actively. So I'm not gonna discourage you for that. Like keep it up. Just keep trying to fucking dodge shit.
Mhm.
Have to do your best. And no matter, even if you're going to die, no matter what, you have to keep trying to dodge. Like I actually learned that that's the most optimal way to play, because it forces them to waste more time.
Mhm.
Plus you get used to it. That was a really good cue. Like, yeah, I don't think you expected him to go that way.
I
You should
did.
you should have seen the teleport like here, so
Yeah.
you should have been ready for that. And then the
Yeah.
Zanyas came, and then you die right here, so it's fine. You tried your
I was
best.
trying to predict his E and
Yeah,
do a charm, but I misclicked and hit the Q.
no worries, you got it.
But yeah, my main gripes with this game is I just went two balls deep just randomly for
You
no
can't,
reason.
yeah, you can't. Like I said, like I get the crazy is great, and you got the double kill down bottom. That's not
Mhm.
a problem. The problem is like your
When it's my
self-control.
default strategy of just,
If you
what should
do
I
that
do?
too
What's
much,
making me
like
go
I remember
crazy?
this one time we were doing a replay and you just kind of did it without even thinking. I said no, that's incorrect, because it really was incorrect, because like nothing came out of it. You missed everything. I don't remember
Hmm.
if you remember that, but you dove like right in between like this area right here.
Yep.
Like you flashed and shit. Like it's not worth it.
Hmm.
Like I would just take the safest possible route in every single thing. That's why I said you should just push bottom instead of like, helping the fight, like unless you can do it. And then like here was just
Hmm.
really awkward. I mean, you can ult over here, but for some reason you couldn't ult over the other half, and I thought that was really funny.
Yeah.
This right here was too crazy, for example. Like you
Yep.
didn't need to lock him down. You know he's like, you don't know if he still has ulti, so you just got to be patient.
Mm.
Right there, that was just impatience. Oh my gosh. And then everybody
Rip.
dies. Then you just answer bot lane.
Nailed it.
This survival was actually imperative. Like the more, yeah, it's just you had to live here because you weren't paying attention on that one.
Yep.
And then killing the ward, blah blah blah. This team fight was the game winner. Lucian had GA.
Hmm.
Okay, I like this idea because he has no E, and that was really good.
Hmm.
Like that's correct. It's just that you have to make sure you know how to survive,
Yeah.
and then you dodge the Q. You could have died right there, and then it could have changed something, but not really too much. You could save Lucian here too. It's really important. And then after that, you kind of just stop, just push bottom or push mid, whatever the fuck. But I would have just pushed bottom because it's the safest route.
Yeah.
Pushing mid's a little risky because I don't know. The rest of the team's dead, but it's whatever. So then that's the end of the game.
Hmm.
Um, the double kill was like over here, I think. I think you ulted over the wall. Yeah, it was the weirdest
Yeah.
ult. I was like, what the fuck?
It was because I knew Wukong was there and I didn't want him
You
having the
wanted to
vision.
dodge the vision. It's a little,
Yes.
little, little powerful. I didn't think he'd land that Q, then the ignite, and then the charm, and then the auto, and then he dies.
Yep.
And then you gotta push the wave because the CS is either gonna crash into the tower and Lucian's never gonna get a single ounce of it, or you
Hmm.
just push it back and you take all of it because you deserved it for the double kill. Plus, you're missing a wave out in mid, and by the time you
Yeah.
get
So
back,
you
it'll be
kind of
close to
need
the
to
tower.
recoup that,
Yes,
right?
yes. Plus, remember, you never had a CS advantage against the Echo in the first place, so therefore, you must try to maintain an advantage.
Hmm.
So I hope you follow that logic.
Yeah.
Like, regardless, I would have taken the wave to shove it because that denies him pressure.
Mhm.
And Lucian would never get it anyway, so I mean, you don't waste the CS. So yeah, and then you bought the perfect items like this, and then the shoe, and then the control wards, and the dark seal.
Mhm.
I would have just bought control wards first instinctively. The dark seal is fine too. You have extended pots and time warp tonic. As you can
Yeah.
tell, electrocute's actually quite something, even though you didn't like it. Sudden impact, that it's whatever. Just take it, just because he takes it. You know, just take it, dude.
I'm starting to warm up to the idea of Sudden Impact a little bit more. The problem is I have to space out the Spirit Rush a bit because it has a 4-second cooldown, so I have to wait for half of my ult to expire and then do it again to get
It,
the
it,
full
it really
effect.
shouldn't matter. Like, to be honest, like just use your ult whenever. Just play the game how you play it. Don't worry about spacing it out for that tiny bit of extra damage. It's not the
Mhm.
end of the world. Like,
Right.
yeah, cheap shot does more damage and everything, but that requires you to literally land your charm. Whereas
Hmm.
when you ult, like, you just get a sudden burst of lethality guaranteed. Like, it's all about being guaranteed. Like,
Hmm.
Comet isn't guaranteed unless you CC them.
And even then, it forces them out of the charm range. I mean,
Yeah.
the comet
Yes.
range.
Yeah. Which is kind of retarded.
Yeah.
So it's not worth it.
You know what actually is really fucking, well, to quote what you said, retarded? On like the Reddit Ari mains thing, right?
What?
There are people complaining about the charm buff being a nerf to Ari, and I'm like, are you really that
What is
stupid?
the charm buff again?
The charm buff is at rank 1. The charm duration is
Oh, it's
going to be increased.
1.4, right?
Yep.
That's fucking
1.0
huge,
to
dude.
1.4.
That's like so you can get an extra auto in there, dude. And
Yep.
that, you know what
You
that
can
means?
get,
That's electrocute right there. That's all the more merrier to take electrocute.
and you get 15 less mana cost on it too. So I know
Stupid.
people are gonna laugh at that, but uh, like LS for example, right? He would say like what? That's like one extra cast in lane or something like that.
Yes.
Yeah, which it ends up being kind of good, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Well, of course, one extra cast of a spell, like it does matter. These things need to
Yeah.
matter. You see how
Hmm.
how often Shifter was spamming Q, but then he had to replenish his mana.
Hmm.
Think of the consequences of having more, or like either more mana or that. You know?
Having 15 more mana,
Yeah,
right?
per cast.
Yeah. It's funny. I think at the end of the day, the charm buff isn't going to really affect like casual Ari players, but people who actually invest time in her are just going to end up getting a lot more kills in lane, I think.
Yeah.
Because to go back to Shifter, right?
Yeah.
Like people ask him about Ari constantly,
Of
and he
course.
says the biggest problem with Ari and why he doesn't recommend her is because she's an assassin but doesn't have any way early on to self assassinate herself unless she plays it perfectly.
Yes. It's skill.
Yep. And
Like
with
you're
the
getting to a
charm
point in
bump,
playing Ahri in which you no longer have to worry about like her mechanically. Like you're getting better mechanically as a player.
yeah,
Eventually you'll switch to something else. Being a one trick isn't the end of the world, dude. Like
yeah,
I was a one trick Swain, I was a one trick Janna, I was a one trick Hecarim. Like everybody one tricks at some point. My
hmm,
friend Corey one tricks every single champion in the game. Like once he picks a champion, he just one tricks him, and he memes of that. It's the joke is that he says, "Oh, I used to one trick that champ," and when you say one trick, that's like 100 or something games. I mean, I played hundreds of games on Swain, and I played like
yeah.
a hundred games on Hecarim, and like thousands of games on Janna, right? And he he
It's like
he
I'm just trying to figure out like what the hell I can play besides Ari.
It
That's
doesn't
the
matter. Like just
yeah.
play, just do your thing. I'm not
Just
nobody
play what
judges
I
you.
enjoy.
Yes, but don't
Like,
don't don't like play it as you enjoy it. But your entire mentality is improving by
yeah,
picking a different champion while attempting to improve at the same time. It kind of ruins your limits, you know.
yeah.
Like you're not trying to climb at that point. Maybe
Hmm.
once you hit D5, it's okay because like you've hit the place where you want to be, but you can keep going until you want to stop. Like
Hmm.
I'm pretty sure you can go higher. It's just that you just have to like find the time and keep practicing.
Yeah. Well, I mean, because what I want to do is like stream and stuff like that, and mainly do educational Ari content. That's
Yeah.
pretty much just what I enjoy.
Or
And
make posts on Reddit, and then like if you say this is not like if you don't like balance changes, just complain like, hey, I'm an Ari one trick and this is really bad.
yeah,
You know, like how he's like, oh, I'm a Skarner one trick, this is really bad, or I'm an Aatrox like Diamond, please stop changing Aatrox. You know, like that the guy in Korea, that shit.
yeah.
This was a
It,
risky
it's
play.
yeah. This was
How did you
stupid of
kill
me.
him? Oh, the W is already, and then the minions. Okay, I'm out.
Yep. But yeah, I just find it funny. It's like everybody on fucking Reddit is uh, posting their own rework ideas on Ari, and I'm just like, she doesn't really need a rework as much as she just needs like really tiny shit.
Yeah.
It's like, because at the end of the day, what holds Ari back is just mainly two things. One, she has very average base damage and then very low ratios. I think she has the lowest ratios of any mage or assassin, I honestly think.
Right.
Her Q is 35%, her W is 24%, 12% if you hit all three of your Ws. It's like 30% for one, and then the other two go down to 12%.
Yeah. Like
Her
mathematically, it's
E,
not as strong. Hence
yeah,
why
her E
pen
is
like burst is
40%,
very important.
and R is 35%, which is like really bad. I think, for sake of comparison, like Annie, right? Isn't her Q like 70%, W 50%, R like
It's
80%,
huge.
something like that?
It's huge.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, yeah. But yeah, I don't know. We'll see. I'm very curious to see how the RE changes will affect my play.
Same.
It's like it's like I'll see you in Diamond 5.
So all of a sudden she's like huge.
Yeah,
I don't really care about the Akali rework. I'm pretty sure people have been asking me about that.
yeah.
So,
I mean,
um,
I'm gonna pick up the Kali rework solely because it's the kind of style that I like.
yeah,
I really like hypermobility and stuff like that.
right.
It's like, I don't know. I actually like the current Akali. The reason why I've never played Akali, even though I liked her style, is because point and click just isn't fun to me.
Yeah, of
It's like
course.
if I can't screw up, I don't enjoy it.
Yeah, of course.
Uh, I actually have a funny quick story for you that you might find entertaining.
Tell me.
Yesterday I went bowling with my family, and everybody's like right-handed, I'm left-handed, so I couldn't bowl for shit. So I tried using my right hand, and I could barely fucking do it. And my family was like, "Why don't you use the bumpers? Why don't you use the kid slide?" And I'm like, "Because if I have a guaranteed shot at winning, then that's not even fun."
Yeah, the it decreases the real fun where you actually have skill. Like I did it
Yeah.
without with full skill. I was like, oh man, it's so fun.
Yep, exactly. Yep. Anyways, I'm gonna go take a shower myself, eat,
Yep.
and then probably stream more shit.
All right, I'm gonna chill. If you have any questions, always just like PM me. It's no worries.
Yeah, I'm gonna DM you in a minute
All
because
right.
I do want to ask you something off the
Sure.
call and shit. Yeah.
Great, great work today. Good performance. Good analysis.
But,
Everything. It was really cool. Actually, it was
but,
pretty worthwhile. I think it was like did everything fine. Good work.
mhm.
All right. See ya.
All right, thanks.
Alright guys, thanks for watching. This has been LOL Veggie. You can follow my social media here, here, and here. That was me coaching Ari and watching an Ari analysis replay. I'll see you guys next time, okay?